TxStampin Sharon. I have a fun fold for you today. If you've never done this fold before, I hope that I can teach you something new. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 22 years, and I hope that you enjoy all the tips and tricks that I share with you on today's project. Harvest Hellos and its coordinating punch gives you so many different things that you can do with it. You can do a pumpkin, an apple, half a slice of apple, or half of an apple, and then it's got all these cute little sentiments in here. I'm going to be using Pretty Peacock and Early Espresso inks. Here is our card, and it's just a fun little fold, something different. I'll tell you, I played with coloring this, and it just didn't work for me because of how the pumpkins are on the designer series paper. Now this fold right here, we're going to go through it step by step, how to do the scoring. I love using my Simply scoring tool for this very reason. I'm going to score first at 1.5. Oh, sorry. This is 4 inches by 11 inches. I cut off 1/4 inch. So this is 1.5, 3 inches, 4 5/8. So here's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That little tiny mark right there. And then 6 1/8. So it's that first mark after the 6. You're going to need a bone folder to give it a good crease. Then we're going to fan fold it back. I will have all of the measurements in the description box below. There will be a link and it will take you to my blog that will, where you can download the instructions for this card. I have 2 pieces of Pretty Peacock already cut, and these are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's basically, you know, my 4 1/4, and then I just cut at the 5 1/2 mark. We are going to add some snail to the back of our Whisper White. We're going to center it on our Pretty Peacock. Then we're going to add quite a bit of snail to this panel. Lining up this side first, making sure I have everything lined up. Laying it right there, and there you go. Next, we're going to take our designer series paper, and we're going to add it to the front with snail. I'm going to bring my card back in. Like I mentioned, I kept trying to color the pumpkins and all of that. So I want to give you another idea. Instead of coloring the pumpkin, you could do something like this, where you just stamp straight onto the Pretty Peacock paper. Well, that's a different twist too, right? I have a piece of scrap paper of Whisper White, and I'm going to use my Early Espresso ink pad. We're going to stamp our pumpkin. Next, we're going to use our Pretty Peacock, and we're going to stamp our sentiment. I'm going to take my little, what do you call that, vine? Okay, we're going to take this. Let's see, I think I did it this way. And stamp it right there. You know, I love this designer series paper, but it really makes it kind of hard to create a pumpkin with these colors. I don't know. I mean, there are pumpkins that I have seen, you know, it's a gourd, so it's all good. Next, we're going to punch out our pumpkin. I'm going to stamp a leaf onto my Pretty Peacock, and then I'm also going to stamp the stem. We're going to take some snips and we're just going to cut out the leaf. We are not going to bother with that stem. We just want the leaf. We get so spoiled with punches and dies and makes it really hard when we have to use scissors. I'm going to restamp that because I got it going the wrong way. And then we're going to line it up. And punch it out. Take our snail, and I'm going to go kind of crazy with the snail. You'll see why in just a minute. We're going to add our stem. I'm going to take the braided linen trim because I felt like it would really show up better on my designer series paper. A little bit thicker than linen thread. We're just going to do some loops, adhering it to that snail that I added on the back. And we're going to take some dimensionals. And anywhere where I fear that something might pop off, I love to use a dimensional to keep it in its place. Add this right here. Put a little bit of snail on. And then add our leaf. I'll tell you the secret as to why I cut off the stem, because I didn't want the leaf to cover up the Hey There Pumpkin. All right, we're going to do some more stamping on the inside. And use a stamp that says Feel Better Soon. And then we're going to use some leaves. And then I thought, oh, let's just stamp. We love to stamp. I originally was going to put some more designer series paper on these panels. However, it just didn't work well for me, so I opted to do just some stamping. Hey there, pumpkin. Feel better soon. Cute little get well card, don't you think? Well, what did you think? I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. You can subscribe by hitting the button below and then hit the notification bell. You'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Happy stamping, y'all!